Hello and welcome to Alliance War Season 44, Episode 9. Well, we finally got back onto the winners list after snapping a 3-game losing streak. And we are comfortably sitting in Masters, but we do need 1 or 2 more wins to really secure it up. So today we just had the 4 fights, all path fights. Pretty chill war for us today. And our opponent today is Chaos. They did finish Platinum 1 last season, but they are stacked. They do have a stacked defense full of rank 2s and rank 5s. They currently sit Masters rank 16th. So our team today will be our 6-star rank 5 Ascended Omega Red, our 6-star rank 5 Blade, and our 6-star rank 1 Mephisto. So Mephisto will be providing the Demon Hunter synergy to Blade that lets his Danger Sense activate against all Mystic champions, as he will be fighting 2 of them. And Blade will also have the Decay attacker tactic, giving him immunity to placebo buffs, which we obviously need, and resistance to damage over time effects, which you will see on one of the fights today. Our starting masteries will be our normal suicide setup, because we do have 1 Omega Red fight, but we will be turning them off after that 1 fight. So first fight here, we're starting on path 7. We have a rank 2 Korg. Now, because it was a 7-star, he was pretty low sig, only sig 20. So there was a chance that he could have purified a fatigue debuff from us being close to him, and that would have given him a damage reflection passive, but fortunately that didn't happen. In fact, he didn't even get a fatigue debuff till we got very, very high in spores. So the fight was pretty much over as soon as we applied that first degen. So this is probably a node where a max sig Korg as 6-star would have been a better placement, but they did place the 7-star instead. Now moving on in path 7, we have a Dragon Man. This is a rank 2 Dragon Man. Now we have fought a rank 1 here this season with Blade, and Dragon Man is of course a Sugar Pill defender. And being a Mystic, Blade with the Mephisto synergy does Danger Sense against him. So we do have quite a lot of damage, despite the fact that Dragon Man is of course a robot and he's bleed immune. So we are going to be removing suicides, obviously, for all of these 3 Blade fights. And for this fight, we wanted to remove Dexterity, just in case that he did go unstoppable from our Dex expiring and he backed us into the corner. That would have been very sketchy. So one of the nodes against this Dragon Man here is basically when you knock him down, you give the defender an armor break debuff. Now normally this would mean that you would degen for a ton of health. It would basically kill you instantly. But because of the Decay attacker tactic, we're fully immune to damage over time effects, the damage from damage over time effects, as long as we have at least 3 debuffs on Dragon Man. Now the only debuffs we can put on Dragon Man are the Withers. But we can easily get 3 just by making contact with him. So when we throw the special 2, that degen does no damage. Now I missed a special 1 evade earlier in this fight. You can evade the last bit of it without triggering Dexterity, but I missed up the timing. I went way too late, so I decided to opt against it for the remainder of the fight and just stick to blocking the whole special. Ideally he throws a special 1, but if we push the special 2 and he throws that instead, it's not the end of the world. And we do of course have skill power boosts on, because this is a very slow fight for Blade. So we opt for another special 2 here, that pretty much gets him all the way down. It gets a slow on him, so we could have had Dex on here and it wouldn't have made him unstoppable, but just to be safe we did turn Dex off, because Dex would have also fed Mystic Dispersion as well. So now into section 2 now, we are on path 5 for our 2 fights here. We have first off a Galan. Galan is a dimensional being, so Blade gets automatic danger sense against him. You don't need any synergies to have danger sense. And the best part about Blade's danger sense is that it can basically turn off Employee Intercept straight away after you trigger it one time. So we didn't get the Fury, but there's no protection going to come back on to Galan at all in this fight. Now he was being very passive. He wasn't throwing any specials at all. No special ones, no special twos. I mean, we weren't really letting him throwing specials, but we decided just to push him to special 3 because we did have an invulnerability boost on for these two fights. I knew that it would cover both fights, so I decided no reason why we shouldn't have it for this fight as well. And so this special 3 will activate his harvest, but we are at special 3 now. We're still at full health basically, and this will finish him off, no problem. But there is a problem though, because I actually forgot to turn dexterity back on for this fight and the next fight, which was Sasquatch. And I didn't realize that I'd made this fatal mistake until I had tried to dex his special 1. Now I rushed into this fight. I was doing these all on the same boosts, so I didn't wait for the guidance boost I was supposed to get, so that it would have made this fight a lot easier with Mighty Charge being one of the nodes. But just like that Galan, we were able to turn the Employee Intercept off straight away. Now here I decided to parry the special 1 just so we wouldn't dex, but obviously we can't dex without it. And that did stun us, but fortunately it didn't consume the hit of our invulnerability booster. That one did. This is when I realized I didn't have dexterity on, and I started low-key panicking. And I decided to just go full attack mode, full send, just to try and get him down as quickly as possible, because I knew that if he starts throwing multiple special 1s and special 2s, we're not going to be able to consistently dex them because we don't have obviously the mastery active. But I knew we still had 2 hits of our invulnerability boost left. I knew that for sure. So I decided to tactfully push into a special 3. Now this will activate Wrath, but the great thing about Danger Sense is that despite Sasquatch being awakened, and he does go unstoppable sometimes when throwing heavies, Danger Sense can reduce that chance. So he doesn't go unstoppable every time he throws a heavy attack or a special. And I decided to just play really defensive, blocking a bunch, let the region do the work when necessary. And I don't want him to throw a special 1 or special 2 because that's going to do a ton of damage into our block. I decided to just get pushed to another special 3, and this special 2 that we throw gets him essentially all the way down. I knew that I had 1 hit in my invulnerability boost left. If he did throw that special 3, we would have been safe, but I still rushed into that fight. I made a very big mistake doing that, but we still pulled off the solo in the end. So that was 4 solos for this war, no deaths. Puts our total up to 46-1 for the season, with 3 wars to go. And like I said before, we do need 1 or 2 more wins to really secure that master's spot, which we're aiming for. But thank you guys for watching this war. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.